We got confirmation. We're filming for Triple One. Potentially interview Triple One.
Fucking
a lot of the big point with this is just like more than other interviews. It's just like not give a fuck. Like there's no camera. You know,
we're good at doing that.
Yeah.
We're too good at that. We're gonna stop doing
You're too good.
Too much, man. Too much.
Does it get hard, like, because you know, before you guys had to watch what you would say, and now, like you said, like, you know, you say too much.
Oh man, no, it's just like, you know, the stuff you say in your circle, that's like sweet, and also if you don't understand,
you gotta separate like your personal life from your performance life.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You're an entity as a band.
Everything good? Did you
Yeah.
else?
What's up?
Hey, chips right here.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We like chips right here. No, chips right here.
Chips?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see if we have any snacks.
Yeah, cool.
If you want to say this after,
That's what I
I know. I was talking about it with one of you guys before. How does, you know, you've been like in this shit for what now, 2-3 years, like going hard, like successful.
Yeah, with big shows and stuff, maybe a year and a half, 2 years maybe.
Right. So when you were first starting, did you see yourself doing this kind of shit now? Like especially so quickly, like.
I mean, people think it's quick, but like we've
Yeah.
been making music since we were like mates in high school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now with, like I'm 25, Bill's 24, Don's
25, bro. Just turned 25, thanks, bro.
Oh, so
Last week.
anyway, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like Connor's probably been up since
I'm like
he was
26, bro.
Yeah.
I've got a kid and shit.
He's been up since he was like 14.
Hey, you know,
But yeah, it's like people perceive the blow up, like they say like, oh, like what it was like over the past 2 years, because they can see, they didn't see all the hard work that you put in before that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for real. But did you guys think you were going to be where you are now?
it was what we always wanted to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if we were gonna be, but we tried.
Yeah.
Never really know until it happens. Really.
Tried the best we could.
Yeah, obviously at first it's like you just partner up and make tunes and just be like whatever.
At the start, you're gonna think it's
you're
things,
not thinking.
Yeah,
about
At the
it.
start, it's more of a hobby.
Yeah, it's probably more. Yeah, after getting a bit of like traction in like somewhere, like, holy fuck, like people like the tunes.
Yeah, for real. And does that change as well? Because like when you started out, it's probably more of a passion, right? And now it's like, well, like you need to make money.
Yeah.
So does that, like your approach to music, has that changed over time as well?
Not because of money, but because of like we understand what we need to make. You
I
know?
think it's
And like, we understand like our family, like people who listen to us and stuff, and we want to like, I don't know, make music that is kind of like, I feel like breathable to them, you know what I mean? Like that they can like listen to as well.
I feel like,
I
I feel like you're conscious of like your ambition of how far you want to go, and like what I always think of when I speak about like ambition versus integrity, and like those two are a constant battle. So you can do stuff that's always gonna like pop, or you and what you believe inside yourself to say fit an audience, and like it's either or of them take out of each. And like you have to just find, I think we are still finding the balance of like something, because we're not fucking children anymore. So like we're trying to find a balance what we can actually believe in musically, and what we can try and push onto the world of our vision. Because once you have an audience, you have an audience, and you want to do something with that audience. You don't want to be like, oh fuck, everyone's looking at me. So what's the point of it?
Yeah.
And then it's like you need to find that like nice little balance where you're like you as a person, you and yourself can get enriched from it, and then you can also have a viable income or something that you can fucking.
Right.
Yeah, because it always starts out you're making music for yourself.
Yeah.
And we still are making music for ourselves.
Of course.
But also like, now it's kind of like
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Starting out, did you guys get, I guess you would say like overwhelmed in that sense and hard to balance those sort of things?
I don't think that was even a question starting out. Like we just sort of
Like as you started,
purely
insane.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
purely like do whatever we're doing, and and I think that's how Triple One birthed as a sound, and how people perceive us as a sound is just like a whole bunch of different shit.
I love that. Yeah.
And you know, like that's obviously it's not a traditional kind of band mentality, whereas we sort of use that as a pro towards us, like making a sound, which is kind of a combination of four people's different ears and what we're all influenced by. We still sit in the same room and produce a product at the end of the day, and each product's different.
It's
And
what
we're not scared of that. That's
it's what sets you guys apart, I feel, from everyone else. especially that you can tell you guys mainly listen to different artists. It's like there's a different sound in all of you. But what would, you know, being that now there's other groups and kids that look up to you guys, was there like a main thing you would say to them that, you know, they're trying to make the noise that you have?
Don't do it, make your own fucking noise. Everyone's got like an individual sound, bro.
Yeah.
You make anyone scream ever, or like you prod someone or poke them and you get like an initial response, they make like a fucking instinctive sound.
The sound,
If you have a specific idea of like an image or a sound you want to make, obviously it doesn't work out as well as if you just like push out what you naturally feel in yourself, you know what I mean? And then that's like will be more true to yourself and something that people will find more applicable.
The scene is like obviously, you know, the sheep metaphor where it's like the scene is probably 95% people looking at a sound and then going, I'm going to do that sound.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not to say that you can't make a career out of it or do well at the sound, and then there's probably the 5% that take a leap of faith and just be like, we're just going to do our own shit. And you know, it's not like 9 times out of 10 it turns to shit because people go, I'm not used to this and I don't like it. And obviously there's lots of songs we've made that people go, I don't like this. And, you know what I mean? There's always like a leap of faith and leap of faith, but obviously, you know, if it's over time, people start to come back, and that's, you know, people are influenced by us now, and that's kind of like fuck, like we weren't doing any sound. We're just trying to do our shit.
And
That's it?
Maybe it might be.
yeah, it is. Oh, true. So, oh, word.
That's fake. Yeah, that's just fake. Sweet. Cool.
You guys,
That's like the background tunes for the.
yo, that's fucking dope. I'm fanning the fuck out. Holy shit.
Oh, you.
They got kind of speakers here that for the.
Oh, cool. You got it.
Did you got it? Sweet.
Sure, yeah.
A little medium.
Well, like going off that question about like following or not following, like I've been in the studio some days and Bill's been making a beat, and then someone might pull through to the studio and be like, oh, that kind of sounds like that sounds like Tyler Creator's new album. And most people would be like, oh fuck, thanks, you know, but like Bill would be like, oh fuck, does it? Fuck, I'm gonna remake the whole beat. So it's like always like we try and sound different rather than the same. It's always like, sometimes I'm like, bro, this sounds fire. It sounds like, bro, that sounds like, you know, like an ASAP Ferg beat or something like that. And then Bill will be like, fuck, you reckon? Oh fuck, like, and I'm like, no, it's not just that. Like, so like stuff like that. You know?
For real. I love that. And I feel like that's what sets you, like, with you guys, I feel it's a lot smarter and it's a lot more jeopardy because you can tell that they fuck with you for the music, like not your swag or.
Yeah, we've got horrible style and like, all that shit like that. Well, I mean, it's not coherent, you know.
It's not coherent.
Like it's definitely for the music.
It's for the music.
And you can even tell when you compare the IG to the Spotify.
And
you're like, fuck.
it's definitely like a faceless sound. We never. Well, I guess we tried to at points, but we're pretty confused about that side of it. We're more in love with the music than anything, to be honest.
This or do this or that shit. Everything is always audible.
That's the point.
Third eye, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So like that stuff can always come afterwards, you know what I mean? Like if you don't have like a good enough like sound, or like if you don't feel like you have good enough product to put out there, what's the point of like looking good?
A lot of people establish their image before they even have a fucking track out, bro, and they're looking hot as fuck, and everyone's like, yeah, that's G, and they just put out some trash, and then just
Well, if they do, it's just like a one-off hit. Like, I don't want to mention names, but you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. So now, go on.
Mention some names, bro.
I was gonna say pop, but like, fuck, I don't care. So, fuck. Now that you guys, you know, you've been performing for a while, you're about to get on fucking like big ass stage before. Do you guys have like a ritual? Do you still get nervous? Like, what's the whole process?
Bro, Billy, before we go out every single time, covers himself in Vaseline. we window wipe him, the Vaseline off every time and throw it on the floor, and then we all stand around in a circle, jump around his phone on the Vaseline.
Sounds like a draw.
We should actually do that.
We do wipe the Vaseline.
No, I mean like pre-show.
We always do a huddle.
There's a huddle.
Yeah, there's always a huddle. There's always a huddle.
Huddle, yeah.
And just whoever's next in line, I guess. Like there's no one's really taking tally, but someone will just take the reins, speak.
Yeah, it's always we choose one person to speak before we go out.
Yeah.
We'll just get in a huddle, and it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. Like obviously, it's the last thing you're doing before you get on stage. You're like, fuck, trying to get into the mindset. It's like boom, huddle. But once you do that, you're like, sweet, I'm out here with these people, we're doing it, we're gonna do it, and then we run on.
I guess you guys once the adrenaline kicks in and once you're there, it's like a basketball game.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like it's pre-sport.
Yeah.
When you're in the locker room, bro. That's what it feels like to me before I go on stage.
Yeah.
This is the locker room.
I'm always out in front, I'll jump out in front of everyone. So but my adrenaline doesn't really kick in until as I'm running on.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking by myself for 2 seconds. I'm gonna introduce everyone and I'm probably just gonna be like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm really thinking bro, I gotta make this sound coherent and nice and introduce the boys on the stage, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get adrenaline coming in, but once it's on, once everyone's out there, it's just fucking in the zone.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know whether I don't know how that train for that or anything. It just happened. It's just happened over time. I don't know.
It's organic, man.
It's just organic. Do it once and then it's kind of alright, done that. Now I can do that more often. Yeah.
For real. Do you guys have the proudest moment in that sense, or when you first started and that happened, you're like this is our life?
I think they're all different moments of that. I remember having a moment.
It's different.
I was at the airport. I think we were going on the Listen Out tour, and I think we were traveling from somewhere to.
Wait, sorry, hold on. What year was this?
Last year, end of last year.
Alright,
Listen Out tour, and I was just and I went away from the boys. I was like, fuck, I just want to eat. I just want to shove some food down my face, and I don't want anyone to see. So I just go on, because I like food a lot, and yeah, so I like to eat, and sometimes I like to do it alone, so people don't be like, oh, you're eating heaps, whatever. But anyway, I went away. And then I was like, fuck, we're on tour, this is what I wanted to do, when we talk about it when we were 18, 19, I was I had a moment, I was just it was travelling from somewhere to Perth on the Listen Out tour, I don't know where maybe Brisbane or something. No, it was from Brisbane, it was on the plane, it was just for the plane, and I was just fuck, and then I started tearing up, I was like, this is I had a moment where it was probably the first time I ever stood back and reflected on what we achieved, because I don't like doing that because I feel that's weak. You slow down. Oh no, that was a joke, but
no, it's kind of.
I don't know how to take it.
No, everything. All the things that are coming up.
But I do feel that's weak. Sometimes
it's
when I appreciate it. Yeah. So that was the first time I let my guard down and let myself feel it, and I'm a little emotional.
No, it's the same goal was fuck, bro. He won his first race ever, and he was like, this is it, boys. Yeah. And then goes back to his mum and says I came first in year 10. That's it. True. Fuck, we celebrated. And then this same goal doesn't exist. Fuck that.
That's why. It's a little blip in time. That's why I don't like speaking too soon. And it's probably bad and good at the same time. But I feel it makes me hungry if I just don't appreciate it.
Yeah, you're gonna stay hungry, but you find it.
I love that. Do you guys have a moment in reverse when it was this is really fucking tough?
All the time.
That's 90% of the time.
Yeah, that's what people don't see. They don't hear about. I love it.
Yeah, my moment for sure was when we supported YG, and
that was fucked.
So that was a while ago, right? That was 2 years.
Yeah, it was at the Horde. No, was it last year?
It was a year and a half ago.
Yeah, a year and a half ago. Yeah, anyway. We supported YG, and
it's just a horrible idea.
It was a fucking. It was a tough crowd. It was a tough crowd. We're not really gangsters from the States with
from
white dudes
Compton, Bloods and
and
shit.
it's just
Everyone in the crowd was dressed in red. Fucking had their red bandanas and shit, because they was there to listen to gangster rap music.
And we come on, we come on, play the set, and then the boys come off, and the guy comes up to me, his manager actually, and he's like, bro, you need to spin for another 25 minutes. YG's running late, and I was like, holy fuck.
I think he had about 6 songs on his USB.
Bro, no, I had 20, but I was repeating shit. and it was just me and like the whole Horden.
Played Mo Bamba like 5 times.
My mom like 5 times, bro.
And I was like, bro, this is the worst situation you could ever be in. Like, I was standing there and I was like, I gotta put on a fucking poker face right now, but like, this is.
You guys didn't have an
He was
MC?
supposed to spin. He wasn't even supposed to spin at all.
I wasn't supposed to DJ at all.
So you didn't have a hype man?
No, I just had to had to pull out the woodworks, no fucking prepping before, nothing. Just be like, sweet, I'm just gonna spin all these tracks.
YG's in the building.
And I was just like repeating like shit, and it was like boom, 25 minutes go past, no one to pull me off, nothing. I'm like, I'm running out of tracks.
He's messaging
Another
us
10 minutes.
stage,
I'm like, get me the fuck off here. Like, this is like 5,000 people just being like, literally looking at you, being like, where the fuck's YG?
And then like 10 minutes after that, bro, we get his messages and shit. We're out the back, like hanging out, and this fucking convoy like rolls up, like boom, like minivan, Escalade, fucking Bentley pulls up, like he's definitely here. Pops out, there's like 60 escorts like following him into this fucking building. Goes downstairs, smokes like 2 blunts and stuff there, then walks up and plays the hottest show. Like, it's gangster.
Yeah, it was mad, but it was very fucking like, that was that moment I was like, this is
So,
tough.
how do you deal with something like that afterwards? Like, are you struggled
I was
off?
sweet.
You're okay?
It wasn't that serious. It was just more like, this is, if any like average Joe was to picture themselves doing that, that would be like,
That'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, straight the fuck out.
Like, I was like, I wouldn't do this for like heaps of cash. Like,
You wouldn't do it for like a grand, eh?
No, it was like, no, you got people throwing cans and shit.
Oh, word. What's up?
You asked for chips, bro?
Yo, get the chips.
Get him.
Yeah, bring the chips over here. Let me want a chips.
That's so cool. I love Doritos as well.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm so excited.
No, that's too much.
Yeah, I have one
Very
too.
loud.
Oh, I meant like a chip, not like a whole.
Oh.
But
You want to crack it?
hey, that's so cool.
No, but yeah, what serious moments of like, this is fucking edge? I don't know, because I think it feels like if something bad happens, it feels like it's kind of like it's not that serious.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
look
I
at
get
it.
it.
Look, yeah, we had a shit scenario, but we're fucking still like, if Denzel Curry, that was the most insane experience ever. It wasn't the most ideal.
What experience?
So Denzel Curry, this is at Listen Out last year. We're supposed to be playing at 2:30 in the afternoon. The biggest storm rolls through ever. Our set gets cancelled. Wafia, I think. Yeah, it was Wafia. Yeah. Her set got cancelled as well. We're like, this is fucked. We've missed out. We've missed out on. We've missed out on our set.
Just get him, kid.
And then we're like,
Just walk through.
at 3:50, the stage manager comes and just runs over to us and goes, after we've gotten heaps blind, by the way. Yeah, everyone was fucked. And
Yeah,
the stage manager comes over and goes, Denzel just pulled out, can you fill this slot?
Yeah, bro. And
At
there was
4
like
o'clock.
there was like literally like 8,000 people waiting for
literally
Denzel Curry, bro.
10,000.
And we rolled out on the stage, bro.
And like, they were expecting Denzel Curry.
And there was like still dark clouds in the sky. It was crazy, bro.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
So yeah, they were like, waiting for Denzel. The crowd's waiting. John Wall, who owns like a Listen Out, comes out. He's like, yeah, Denzel's not here, but Listen Out. But Triple One will be filling sight, and it was just like the biggest boo
I can
ever.
imagine.
Yeah, they're tough moments too. Like,
And we
Yeah.
were just like, this is shit.
themselves.
Like,
one's
I would be
fault.
like, fuck
I'd be
you, yeah.
disappointed as well if I was in the audience.
Yeah,
I fucking hate to see us at 8 o'clock when Denzel Curry's meant to fucking
Yeah, we were spewing. So like,
Yeah.
it was, the crowd was spewing. We were like, this is fucked. We're gonna do this, and then we went out. It was like,
Your manager.
This is a beautiful
No wonder
shit,
your
bro.
manager's bold, man. Like, Jesus.
By the way, as well,
The beautiful shit, man.
after our set for that show got cancelled at 2 p.m, we were like, oh fuck, that's kind of sucks. Oh, we got a flight later tonight. Let's just like get on the drink. So we started drinking, and then, you know, we were like at the level where you shouldn't play a show. And then they're like, yeah, you're playing a show, and then we're all like, what? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like-
No, it was a
I get
beautiful
that.
shit moment. It was like,
but it was mad.
we just got booed by 8,000, 10,000 people. But when we ran on, it just changed. Like it was like, boom, we just dropped the set.
As soon as the first track dropped, the bass dropped, bro, everyone was like, ah.
Are you sober on your performances?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
relatively.
2 or 3 beers.
Yeah, 2-3 drinks maximum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a balance. I
Yeah.
feel.
We've done it before years ago, and it doesn't.
It just is
Like,
sloppy.
Yeah.
I don't think
You probably
anyone's
just think
been-
about it less.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like too many beers just get sloppy.
Yeah,
People just
true.
like
Yeah.
We played heaps of sets heavily intoxicated, but like,
It doesn't
like
work.
playing at pubs and
it
shit.
just doesn't work.
And we sound like a fucking idiot.
It's cool when you're in a pub, but it's like
And I feel like it'd be fun
beer
doing
shit.
it, but looking back at it, you just
No,
look
it's
like,
kind of
yeah.
fun
Like,
because I
it's
feel
like-
like everyone's just
Oh,
like,
nah? Okay. Right.
I can't remember my fucking verse.
Right.
Nah, it used to be a thing like we used to play in pubs and shit. We used to hold nights, and like we'd have, I think.
I thought you were going to say hold knives. I was like, no, we said
We used to hold knives. No, we used to play we used to
Yeah,
play
man.
pubs and shit, but then we used to kind of put on the roster with like a band called Johnny Hunter, and then you know Yeah Boys, and we used to roll like Cookfest and stuff.
Yeah.
We'd always be headlining, but like it was like it was a 150 person venue, like a 200 person venue,
Yeah.
and but we'd get there in the day and we'd take care of all the artists, and we have like 6 artists before us when we through these parties. So you get there at like 12 o'clock and you got rider, so everyone's drinking for fucking 10 hours before we get up and play these sets, and we just get up and play pissed, like
Yeah.
really fucking drunk, like just the very early sort of stuff.
I've done that a few times though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Still,
So-
But still, we can on for like 8 hours then play, and
done
then
it
like
once. That's
this
enough.
is mad, it's a hectic vibe inside a pub, and then we're like the big stage, and we're like, we're fucking narcons, and then like we'll be drinking backstage, or I'd be drinking backstage, and we're like, fuck, we can do it, and you get up, and you hear yourself for the first time in a fold back, in front of like fucking, what, like 500 people looking at you being like, I don't know your music, you're just some drunk cunt shouting at me. We're like, oh fuck, I'm an idiot. This isn't cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have to fucking knock
I think
it out.
I think there's a lot of people that have had that experience. They're like,
Yeah.
I think I can do it, and then they're just like,
At least a decision they thought they could have done intoxicated and realized they just made a dickhead of
no,
themselves.
because it's like the
Yeah,
taboo thing of like fucking rock stars
You
getting
get
on.
fucked up.
Yeah, that's so true.
And
Yeah.
like you can do it, and it's like nah, like I don't know. Some
It
people
doesn't
like
have
it,
to make
some
you cool
people,
to-
but-
If you're playing an instrument and you don't have to speak to people because your lips.
Instrument's probably harder.
No, what's it called? Fucking Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a
But
like
LSD
huge
and
performance. Yeah, at
Yeah, but
Woodstock.
it's like some people can.
yeah,
Santana.
at
as well,
Jimi
Woodstock.
Hendrix, but that's like
The whole
First
Woodstock
time
thing,
they did
that's like the first time they ever did acid.
Yeah.
When they played. And it was like,
Yeah.
and now everyone thinks that you have to do acid every time.
To be
before you play.
creative.
To be
And it's like,
creative.
or maybe for like 1% of the population that works.
Yeah, or just
Yeah.
do like 10 years of hard work and get good at music and then.
And then do that. Yeah, yeah,
Acid
yeah.
once.
Don't just start doing acid and trying to make good music.
But even then though, if you've been like making 10 years of good music, your
Yeah.
mindset probably ain't gonna be I'm gonna do acid. It's just
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Because you're already in that headspace of like another breed.
Yeah, 100%.
So now that you're wrapping up the whole clip and interview, is there anywhere you guys want to see yourself in say like 5 years? Just so we can look back at this and be like, fuck, I actually did it. You know what I mean?
I think everyone's got a different vision. What do you reckon, Connor?
I want to be international. I want to be playing shows in America. I want to be playing shows in Japan. I want to be playing shows in South America. I want to be playing shows in Europe.
Just everywhere.
Just everywhere.
Where are
It's
you
like, but I also want to make like authentic music.
Go on, Dom. Where are you 5 years?
Right?
He's just eating chips, bro.
In a bigger house.
A bigger house. I like that. For like kids?
What do you want in 5 years?
Nah, man. It's pretty much the same thing though, you know, just like more touring, more going to different places, you know. Making like what we do like more known in general.
Yeah, for real.
I'd like to have something building towards a legacy where like, yes, our music could be big in like 5 years, but I also want that to be big in like 40 years, you know?
I love that.
Where there's a lot of shit that's like, you can get big,
Be
make
big for
it
a few
bank,
months, you know?
and it's cool. You can make it bank in like whatever, but a year gone and you fucking know it.
Yeah.
Legacy is important to me,
Legacy of a bank.
and two, I'd like to buy my family a house, or my parents
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
before me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Because
want.
I owe to him.
Yeah, all I want is a sustainable, happy, wholesome lifestyle of the art we make. That's all I care about, really. And just to maintain our friendship that we have already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so like wholesome and just like genuine the way you guys do it. So just on one more side note, because I'm curious. So are you guys, as far as musically goes, because you all have different visions, is that going to go as far as music as well? Like what is there to expect as far as that goes?
I think
Like
collaboration
musically.
for us is the biggest thing. I think we've never.
Yeah. Like is there going to be, is it still triple one or is there going to be like music dropping as like Mighty and different?
Oh, there will be solo
Is it gonna be-
projects.
there'll be-
in-
still be more
in
solo
years,
projects?
But obviously,
Yeah.
This is
Everything
what
we've
you
worked
want it to
towards.
feed into. This is what
Yeah.
you want it to be. Like triple one is the fucking that's the highway, and we're a bunch of cars on it. Like,
Right.
that's what
Cold.
feed.
I get you, yeah, for sure.
You want it to
Yeah.
fucking feed into that lane, and you want that shit to grow. Because you want to do it with your fucking mates. What's the point of doing it if you just? I see like a bunch of cunts that are full massive, and then like they turn around and like there's just no one.
Here's with-
Yeah.
They just look around and like fuck, what am I surrounded by?
Yeah.
You're just like surrounded by like
I get that.
cunts you don't know and you don't even know yourself at the end of the day. And you're like, what the fuck is it all for? So I got a mad bank account, and I did some mad shit. It's like, yeah, that's a mad shit, but if you're fully intrinsic and that's your personal goal, sweet, do that. But I don't think anyone's like that here.
No.
And we all kind of grow up.
I don't think most people are. You,
Yeah.
you want someone to tell what you've done, like someone to share memories with.
yeah.
Alright, for
sure.
sure. Well, I think that's a dope way to wrap it up. You guys are fucking sick cunts.
Sick, bro. Jeez,
triple
appreciate
one.
it. That was a
No,
really
for
good
sure. I
interview,
really
bro.
like that one.
That was a really,
Honestly,
yeah, that was a good
I
question,
kind
bro.
of surprised myself.
Yeah, that was like one of the best you asked mad questions.
And I'm 18, cunt. Yes, sir. Ah.
Mad cunt.
Yes, sir.
Fucking good.
Let's get his Doritos.
Yeah, look at this fucking chip one.
Yo, yeah,
That was really nice, man.
Days won't fix, oh Lord. I don't wanna be left in my thoughts. Still I'm on my own.